oven has been preheated for 375 degrees. Most cookies bake at 350 degrees, but these I'm going to bake at 375 degrees Fahrenheit at 10 minutes. Okay, so we have our flour here and our 1/4 cup of Turbinado sugar, and I'm gonna put in some rolled oats. As you can see, I have about like 1/4, maybe a little bit more than 1/4 amount of rolled oats. Mix that in here into this dry mixture. Okay, and then we have our baking powder here. I'm gonna do about half a teaspoon. The original recipe said 1 teaspoon, but because we're kind of lacking in ingredients right now, I'm going to do half a teaspoon. Put that in here, mix it up, and we're going to add some salt to this. Okay, so I believe my original recipe said 1/4 teaspoon of salt, but because I am using Himalayan sea salt, which tends to taste a little concentrated, what I'm going to do is old-fashioned cook way, where you don't measure anything and just dash some salt here. This is really not too important. It kind of gives a complexity to the taste of the cookies. We have our applesauce here, and again, I think this is about 3/4 cup. This is a really great recipe because you don't have to be perfect with the ratios. As long as you're approximately eyeballing the measurements and looking at the consistency, this is gonna turn out into a very tasty, butter-free oatmeal cookie. I'm kind of lacking in rolled oats, so I guess this will be more of just like a regular old-fashioned wheat/oatmeal cookie. Okay, so there we have it. We have kind of like a dough here. I'm gonna mold it with my hand. We're gonna make little golf ball size of cookies. A really great thing about this cookie recipe, again, is you can add anything you want. You can add raisins, nuts, gluten-free flour. You know what? Technically, this is a very basic dough, but I'm gonna add some cinnamon and gonna add some nutmeg. Oops, that's a little too much. And just to spice things up a little bit. Okay, pardon the shaking. I'm still kind of recording with one hand and mashing things with the other. But I think you get the gist. I'm going to further knead this dough off camera, make them into little golf ball sizes, and then place them on the parchment paper. You want to space them apart because they will expand. You know what? I'm going to decide to flatten out the cookies slightly. You don't really have to do this. They will kind of cook fine. Golf ball shape.